Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ivan, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to build a growth mindset. So in this video, I will talk about what mindset is, the different kind of mindsets that we may have, and then lastly, I'm going to show you how to build a growth mindset. So guys, let's get to it. All right guys, welcome back. Let us start by defining what is mindset. What is mindset? Mindset is basically how you think. It's how you interpret your reality, your circumstances. It has to do with your mental attitude and perspective. Now, mindset is a program. It runs your beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. So the question here is, what kind of mindset do you have? Do you know? Depending on the level of awareness that you have, you either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is characterized in the belief that your abilities and skills cannot be developed or improved. In other words, you lack the belief in yourself. You don't believe that you have the skills, the abilities, the intelligence to achieve what you want. This kind of mindset creates the avoidance of challenges, resistance to change, seeking new opportunities, all because of negative past experiences that created a fear of uncertainty and the loss of control. Understand that all fear comes from the mind. It interprets things as failures, mistakes, problems, even challenges as a threat to its survival and its sense of identity. You see, your mind has an identity called the ego. Ego is a psychological concept that creates your individuality as a person. It comes with the primary purpose to protect you and create your self-image. Let me give you an example here. Let us say you approach a girl. You ask for her phone number and she rejects you. Your ego perceives it as a threat to its identity, and it starts to build your self-image based on that belief. You create your ego through your beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. Becoming aware of our ego and the beliefs that we have about ourselves is why we experience fear. Fear is the reason why we tend to identify with our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and behaviors, and why we fall into the fixed mindset. Because your ego loves the fixed mindset. It loves the fixed mindset because it gets to build the level of certainty and control that it has about its self-image. Let us say that you're an influencer on Instagram. You post an image and start to receive judgment and criticism. You start to believe that maybe you have made a mistake on posting that image. Your ego perceives it as a threat, and it starts to invoke the feelings of self-doubt, shame, and embarrassment, all to avoid further judgment and criticism. Now, you may be asking, why does the ego work this way? Why is it doing this to us? Well, you see, ego has no self-awareness. It's not actually real, right? It's a psychological concept based on the beliefs that you have. It's a program just like the ones in your laptop. You see, it doesn't create thoughts or beliefs, it distorts them to maintain its sense of control and identity. The ego doesn't want to change. It doesn't want to go into uncertainty. It wants to remain the same. In order for the ego to change, it would have to go into the unknown, into the uncertainty. This requires a growth mindset. The ego only really cares about two things: self-preservation, to protect you, and to build a consistent self-image. A growth mindset, unlike a fixed mindset, is the belief and knowing that your skills and that your abilities can be developed through effort and time. It's about embracing the challenges, facing your fears, seeking new opportunities, and seeing failures as an opportunity to learn and to grow. Establishing a growth mindset is about taking control of your mind, taking control of your ego. Because ego is what limits you. It's what holds you back. It's what keeps you in a comfort zone. It's what makes you live in fear. Let me give you another example. Let us say you want to travel around the world. Ego immediately perceives it as too uncertain, too dangerous, and a threat to its survival. And you start to think that you may not be ready to travel around the world. Your ego distorts the belief by exaggerating the potential risk associated with traveling. Then it evokes the feelings of fear, anxiety, and confusion to reinforce that belief. Ego only perceives the negative aspects of your physical experience. You can say that it's the negative polarity, and you are the positive polarity. So it is really your job to look for the positive aspects of your experience. Your ego only focuses on the negative qualities of your physical experience in order to maintain its control and its sense of identity. Well, a growth mindset is about releasing the control and embracing the uncertainty. Now I want to share with you 3 powerful ways to build a growth mindset. So I want to start with the first thing, which is acceptance. Accept everything as it is. We know that the ego loves control. It lives in resistance. Resistance is the reason why you have a fixed mindset. Acceptance will lead you to a growth mindset. Acceptance acknowledges your current circumstances. It accepts the present moment, and it frees you from the judgment and criticism that the ego has you focused on. Let me give you an example so that you can understand acceptance better. You have the fear of public speaking because you have the fear of being judged. So you start to believe that you are not a great speaker. By cultivating acceptance, you change your mindset by embracing that your skills and abilities as a speaker can improve with practice. When you accept with what is, you naturally grow. Now, the second thing I want to mention is self-love. Self-love is about coming to understand your weaknesses, failures, mistakes, all of your vulnerabilities. It's about embracing who you truly are, not who you think you are. That is your ego. You see, a fixed mindset really says, I don't believe in myself. I don't really love myself. I can't change. Resistance is the opposition to love. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a passion to be a painter and you want to pursue it full time, but you have the fear of failing. So you decide to stay at your simple job. You start to believe that it's not possible for you. By practicing self-love, you start to realize that painting actually makes you happy and fulfilled. You realize that everyone goes through failure and no one is perfect. Growth comes from self-love. When you truly love yourself, you will take the risk. You will face your fears. You will overcome your challenges. You will start to believe in your abilities and skills that you can achieve anything that you want. And the last thing I have for you guys is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of becoming fully present to the moment and noticing what is happening without judgment. It's about becoming aware of your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, behaviors, sensations, without getting caught up in any story that the ego is creating. You see, mindfulness is the ego's kryptonite because it allows you to no longer identify with the mind, with the thoughts, with the beliefs. It allows you to distinguish between what is the ego's voice and what is your voice. What do you want and what does the ego want? It allows you to become free of this machine. You see, ego is about reactivity. It's always reacting to everything in its circumstances. It's coming from a place of fear, insecurity. It wants to maintain the certainty, the control, its sense of identity, even though it's not even real. It's a program that is designed to control you when you don't know how to control it. But with acceptance, self-love, and mindfulness, you transform that fixed mindset into a growth mindset. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope this video helped you out. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.